The boss was walking into the company and said, "Hello." The security guard replied, "Hello, boss." Just then, the secretary arrived. The security guard stopped her and said, "You don't have your company ID badge, so you can't go inside." The secretary held up the company badge and said sarcastically, "This is a company ID? Even my dog wears something like this at home." As she tried to walk in, the security guard stopped her again and said, "You can't talk like that. It's company policy. No one is allowed to enter the building without a company ID badge." The secretary said angrily, "Looks like you don't understand. Let me teach you a lesson." With that, she slapped the security guard hard across the face. The boss immediately stepped forward, grabbed the secretary's arm, and asked, "Why did you slap her?" The secretary replied, "She was stopping me from going inside. That's why I slapped her." The boss asked, "Who do you think you are? Why are you acting so arrogant?" The secretary replied, "Don't you know? I'm the secretary of this company." The boss said, "Oh, so you're the company's secretary? I've never seen you before." The secretary replied, "I'm new here, so that's probably why you haven't seen me." The boss said, "I figured you were new, but that still doesn't explain why you slapped her." The secretary replied, "She's just a security guard. Even if I slapped her again, it wouldn't matter." The boss said, "Our company policy is very clear. Every employee must wear their company ID badge while at work. Even I wear mine. Without it, no one is allowed inside." The secretary replied, "You people are just ordinary employees. Let me tell you something. My cousin is a senior executive in this company, so I don't need to wear a company ID." The boss said, "I see. So that's why you're acting like this. Tell me, who is your cousin?" The secretary proudly replied, "You'll be scared when you hear his name. My cousin is Mr. Wang, one of the senior executives of this company." The boss said, "Mr. Wang? Fine. Call him right now. When he gets here, I'll fire both you and him." The secretary replied, "I could slap her again right in front of you, but I don't feel like it. When my cousin gets here, he'll make sure both of you lose your jobs." The boss said, "Go ahead. Try hitting her again. Let's see what happens." He pulled out his phone, dialed a number, and said, "Hello, manager." The manager answered, "Yes, boss." The boss asked, "Where are you?" The manager replied, "I'm in my office." The boss said, "Forget the office. Come here immediately. I need to talk to you." The manager replied, "Actually, boss, I need to talk to you too." The boss said, "All right, get here as soon as you can." The manager replied, "Yes, boss." The boss hung up the phone. Then he turned to the secretary and said, "Just wait. When your cousin gets here, you'll see what happens." The secretary replied, "Fine. I'm also waiting for the moment when both of you get fired and come begging me." The boss said, "All right, we'll find out soon enough." A few moments later, the manager arrived and said, "Boss, did you call for me?" The boss asked, "Tell me something. Is this woman your cousin?" The manager replied, "Yes, boss. She's my cousin." The boss asked, "Do you know what she's been doing in this company?" The manager replied, "Boss, I know my cousin very well. I thought it was something serious." The boss said, "First, she came to work without wearing her company ID. Second, she has a terrible attitude. Third, she slapped this security guard right in front of me." The manager replied, "So what if she slapped a security guard? Why are you making such a big deal out of it?" The boss asked, "You really think that's a small matter?" The manager replied, "Yes, boss. It's nothing serious. I hired my cousin to handle the company's accounts for a low salary. If she wasn't here, who would manage all the company's finances?" The boss said, "Let me tell you something. Everyone deserves to be treated with respect. Your cousin doesn't respect anyone, and people like that have no place in my company." The manager asked, "Boss, are you really going to fire my cousin?" The boss replied, "Yes, absolutely. I won't stand by and let my employees be treated unfairly." The manager said, "Boss, if you're going to fire my cousin and refuse to change your decision, then fire me too." The boss asked, "So you want to leave as well?" The manager replied, "Yes. I'm telling you right now, if my cousin isn't staying with this company, then neither am I." The boss said, "If that's your decision, then here's mine. Both of you are fired. Leave my company immediately." The manager asked in shock, "Boss, did I hear you correctly? You're firing both of us?" The boss replied, "That's right. I'm firing both of you. Leave my company right now." Then the boss looked at the camera and said, "Friends watching this video, do you think I made the right decision? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.